Let's talk about discriminative trustworthiness, explainable reinforcement learning, and deliberative alignment. Researchers are actively exploring a range of alternative or complementary reward methods that go beyond the basic yeah, reinforcement learning from human feedback and AI feedback. That's why they now come out with so funny words nobody can speak. Learning from AI feedback paradigms. Yeah. Some of these approaches incorporate more nuanced reward models, integrate multiple type of feedback signals, or use structured deliberation to refine an AI's behavior. So discriminative trustworthiness and explainable reinforcement learning are very close related concepts that are critical for developing ethical and reliable AI systems. They are not just words, they are even benchmarks to measure them. They address the critical need for AI systems to not only perform well, but also to be transparent and accountable in their decision-making process. This is what the European EU Act, for example, wants. Discriminative trustworthiness equips AI systems with the ability to access the reliability of information, distinguish between safe and unsafe actions, and confidence in any given response. And this goes beyond merely providing correct answers. It involves a much deeper understanding of the ethical and safety implications of a system's action. It's by far not just about right or wrong. By explicitly stating its confidence levels and providing justification for its decisions, the AI fosters trust and allows human experts to identify potential biases or oversimplifications, both problems. This is particularly crucial in high-stake applications like medical diagnosis or financial risk assessment. Actually, it is. However, achieving discriminative trustworthiness can be challenging, and this is where deliberative alignment comes into play. So instead of relying on a single-shot decision, deliberative alignment encourages the AI to engage in a structured reasoning process. This is where O3 is so strong. It is simulating a debate or discussion among experts. Through iterative interactions, the AI explores different perspectives, challenges assumptions, and refines its understanding of the problem. It's just a few people are discussing a problem, talking about it. So instead of only judging the final answer, human or AI evaluators inspect the intermediate reasoning steps, the AI's chain of thought, look into the brain, read what it thinks, providing more granular and instructive reward signals. And inspired by debate or deliberative alignment, multiple AI agents or one big AI agent over multiple reasoning steps, generate arguments and counterarguments. A reward model then scores the quality of each line of reasoning rather than just the final output. And guys, it's a terrible math behind this, but it works. This multi-step approach involving human feedback and input from other AI judges, call it like this, helps the system avoid blind spots and biases. Explainable reinforcement learning, or XRL, complements these concepts by focusing on the transparency of the learning process. So, okay. Reinforcement learning, while effective, often results in black box models where the underlying logic of the AI's decisions is extremely difficult to understand. XRL addresses this by introducing methods to clarify the factors that influence the AI choices. So this is this line of thoughts. This might involve highlighting specific features of data that drive the AI's decisions, or approximating the learned policy with a simpler, more interpretable model, for example. By combining discriminative trustworthiness, explainable reinforcement learning, and deliberative alignment, we can create AI systems that are not only high performing, but also ethical, transparent, and accountable. Mhm. I mean, yes, it depends on a lot of things, but it's a way in this direction. These techniques are demanding greater computational resources and a careful design. But they are essential for building trust and ensuring the responsible development and deployment of AI in future and in critical applications. Actually, in every kind of application. There are a lot of challenges coming up. We talk about things we hardly understand. We talk about risks. We don't talk about risks. And the funny thing, we talk about ethical implications, but we really do not talk about risks and security implications at all, because all these wonderful systems are attackable in different ways. And this attacker can be another AI, for example. Yeah? So adversarial attacks become a very, very interesting thing. Adversarial testing is so important for all these systems. But end of day, what happens? The big companies, well, remove their security teams, end up with safety over all discussions. Safety is a political thing, and it is important, don't get me wrong. But for me, it is more important that the safety cannot be disrupted or destroyed by an attack, which is AI security issue. So we need a very, very good understanding of what is going on. We need much more transparency. It's not enough just to say, wow, O3 is the Messiah coming up for the next year. Don't care about the money. As long as you're just listening on the promises of OpenAI or Microsoft or Google or whatever, you are screwed up if something happens. We saw in the past what happens if one of the big cloud provider fails, and you will see the same here. This is true for big companies, this is true for governments, this is true for everyone is using it. So please, for all the universities, for all the governments, for all the big companies, invest in AI security research, invest in skill development of AI, make sure your AI guys know about security and make sure your security guys know about AI. Then enjoy it. There's a lot of coming up this year, and O3 is just the beginning.